Hey guys and dolls, it's Jason here. Welcome into another video. I hope everyone is having a fantastic week. The markets have been presenting us with some absolutely amazing gifts, some really lovely opportunities to buy the dip, as I have been pointing out on my channel for the last few weeks. Now, one stock in particular that I have never mentioned on this channel before, which we are going to be diving into today on the computer, and I will do a full chart analysis, does have the potential to actually become a 5 or 10x stock in my belief. So what am I doing with it? Where do I see myself potentially buying this stock? And what is the stock that I'm going to be talking about? Well, the stock that I'm going to be talking about, the CEO, John Hendricks, has actually been purchasing up and loading up on shares himself. And Joe Hendricks was the co-founder of the Discovery Channel. And since then, he has been working on a new project, a new streaming online service, something that is competing with Netflix, Roku, and Amazon Prime. But the beauty of this streaming service is that this company is actually connected to all three of those platforms, and because they are interlinked, their revenue grows as they are in partnership with Amazon, Netflix, and Roku. Now, the company that we are going to be talking about today is ticker symbol CURI, which is for Curiosity Stream. Now, essentially, they are a streaming platform and they only cost $2.99 per month, so they have a much cheaper expense ratio to something like Netflix. Now, the reason why it's so much cheaper is because essentially what they do is they stream documentaries, and essentially documentaries are so much cheaper to produce because you don't have all of those high-fly films, you know, and you don't have all of that high-tech special effects, which is why it's so cheap to actually sign up to this streaming service. Now, this company have been growing 83% year over year, and they've actually doubled their subscribers every single year for the last few years. And in February, like I said, John Hendricks did purchase a ton of shares, and as Warren Buffett says, there's only one reason why investors or CEOs would actually in fact purchase their shares inside their stock, because they know that it is going to go to the moon. So I'm going to be presenting to you guys Curiosity Stream. So let's dive into the charts. Let's not waste any more time. Give this video a like and hit that big red subscribe button. My name is Jason and I make videos on the stock market every day. Let's go! So up on my screen, guys, you can see that John Hendricks, the founder, the chairman of Curiosity Stream, was actually the former chairman of the Discovery Channel. So guys, this is really good. It's always really good to go on a website and look at the CEO and see if their past actually corresponds to the company that they are working in. And if it does, then we know that that is a big green tick in the box. This guy has been very successful. We all know how the Discovery Channel is successful. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. I grew up watching it many a time, and now it is quite popular. So this guy knows his stuff, he knows his insiders, and he will have a lot of contacts that will help him produce those really nice documentaries that he is allowed to put on his Curiosity Stream. So I love looking in the background of a CEO and finding out information that corresponds to a big green tick in the box. So it does say here, guys, that in the third quarter of 2020, revenues were up over 8.7 million, and that was an 83% increase year over year. So that is really good. They do have predicted margins to actually increase gross revenues by 61% year over year, and I always say anything over 30%, guys, that is a really good gain. So this company is going to have double that hopefully, and that should allow us to actually capitalize as investors. So I'm quite excited looking into this company so far. They have a big green tick in the box. If I come over here, you guys can also see that John Hendricks has been putting those shares back into his pocket, and again, this happened as he acquired 74,000 shares at an average price of $13.50. If I go onto the charts, guys, you can see that we did actually reach those highs of about $24 before we had that market correction, and this stock tanked all the way down to about $13, hitting that oversold level on the RSI that I always love to point out to you, and again hitting that 200 on the SMA. This is on the 4-hour chart. So guys, this would allow us a nice place potentially for entry, especially because those two barriers are hit. The level of the RSI is at 30, and again we are around that 200. And if we have been in a bullish trend, as you can see we have been actually coming up, then this obviously goes to let us know that there are still a lot of buyers in the market. What you can see from this pattern though, that there is a clear downtrend that this is testing off. So I do expect that we will have a retest down today when the market opens, even though the stock is up, unless we do break through this layer of resistance. As you can see, this is a clear downtrend. Hopefully we will be able to retest somewhere onto this 200 SMA if it does start to come up, and it will curl over. And again, guys, that should allow us to have a nice barrier for entry. So I'm hoping that we can get some entry points around that $15 $15. Now again, none of this is financial advice. These are just my views, thoughts and opinions, and again, I'm only telling you what I'm doing with my money. This is just for education and entertainment only. But personally, I do like what I'm seeing with this stock, and I love the fact that they have over triple the amount of documentaries compared to another streaming service such as Netflix or Amazon Prime. And guys, Netflix have actually been getting a lot of requests recently for their online streaming service to become more popular with documentaries, and I for one can definitely let you know that I watch a lot of documentaries in my free time. So a streaming service like Curiosity does actually have my interest. And if I come over onto their website again, guys, you can see that they have a lot of documentaries on different subjects. We've got space, mind, biology, genetics, medicine, evolution. We've got technology, nature, society, lifestyle. There's so many different options on here, and after doing a lot of research, I am considering actually signing up and becoming a member myself on a subscription basis. Now I love the fact that it is super cheap, like I said, and they are growing at 60% rate year over year. Now they are actually smashing figures. The CEO is buying those shares up, and we are presented with some nice momentum downward in the stock, which could potentially allow us a nice barrier for entry. So I believe that John Hendricks himself does actually hold, I think, a 44% stake as the CEO right now in the shares that are outlined in the company. So that is really, really good news, guys, and I am quite happy to add a small position of this into my portfolio. Again, it is going to allow me to diversify into that streaming service, which is something that my portfolio isn't really got much exposure to. So right now, what I'm going to be looking to do, as I said, is for this hopefully to curl down and retest downwards on this downtrend, hopefully retouch that 200 on the SMA, and if I can load up around that $15 benchmark, then that's where I'll be happy to start putting in a new entry for my shares. And as I always say to you guys, I never like to go fully into my position at once. I do like to dollar cost average in over the course of a few weeks. So again, my initial position probably will be about 25% unless we did see a big pullback, and I was very happy to enter with a 50 or 60% stake. And any further pullbacks that we do see in that share price, that is when I always buy on the dip, because that allows me to have less risk and more opportunity in the future. Because guys, it's no good, as you would have realized over this market correction time, buying in on those green days. Never chase stocks. Try to never buy stocks at their full-time highs, because again, it is going to allow you to have more risk. If you took the S&P 500 and you bought in on every single dip opportunity that there was, then you guys would be laughing right now, because you would have made a lot of money. So those are just some tips and tricks for you guys as investors from my own personal experience. So I hope that you guys did enjoy this video today. If we are expected to have about a 60% increase year over year, then we can expect to definitely retest those highs and go further up towards that $30 price range by the end of the year. So I'm quite excited to see where this company goes and how they continue to market and develop their Curiosity streaming service. So guys, that marks up this video. Make sure you stay green, stay safe and stay positive. I hope you guys have a fantastic week ahead. If you did make it this far, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate your support on this channel. My name is Jason. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that big red subscribe button and join this family of investors, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao!